Tune into Nice Radio every Saturday at 7:30 a.m. for A View from the Outside, hosted by Brereton Horne. A View from the Outside takes a look at key issues affecting St Vincent and the Grenadines and gives a global perspective on how these issues are viewed. Host Brereton Horne will examine a variety of topics to enlighten, stimulate debate, and explore solutions. Hear the facts, hear the real-life stories, hear A View from the Outside. Join Brereton Horne at 7:30 a.m. every Saturday on Nice Radio for A View from the Outside.
This society needs a spectacle. It might help us to see some need.
On A View from the Outside this week being the 22nd of January 2022, we take you on a journey with a freedom fighter. A young female freedom fighter who dedicated her life in the Pan-African struggle for the liberation of her country from the Portuguese colonizers. We ask you to accompany us on this brief journey as we feature Josina Abiathar Muthiemba Machel. She was born on the 10th of August 1945 and died at the young age of 25 on the 7th of April 1971. Josina Machel was a formidable leader and a significant figure for the struggle for independence in her country, Mozambique. She became politically active and joined the struggle to achieve independence for her country, whilst she was still a young student. She was a member of several secret groups, and she became a member of Frelimo, which was an underground cell at the heart of the Mozambique Liberation Front, which was constantly under surveillance by the Portuguese colonial police. Frelimo is currently the dominant political party. At the tender age of 18, she spent 5 months in jail for her determined role in the struggle. That jail sentence did not deter her. Because of her contribution and accomplishments during her brief life, she is often referred to as a heroine of Mozambique's freedom struggle. She fought for women's rights and actively encouraged other women to join the struggle. She progressed rapidly in the movement, and in 1969, she became the head of the Department of Social Affairs for her party. Also in 1969, she married Samora Machel, the man who went on to become the first president of independent Mozambique in 1975. They both had a son named Samora Jr. Josina's determination to achieve liberation and freedom for her country and her people from the oppressive Portuguese colonizers was not dimmed by childbirth. And soon after giving birth, she left her son with a friend as she continued to carry out her revolutionary duties in the struggle. Unfortunately, by 1970, she began to suffer from a serious illness, and her health worsened rapidly before she died of leukemia at the age of 25 on the 7th of April 1971. Her untiring and fearless work significantly contributed to Mozambique gaining its independence from the brutal Portuguese colonizers. As a result of her work, the 7th of April, the day on which she died, is celebrated as National Women's Day in Mozambique in her honor. Josina Abiathar Muthiemba Machel, during a brief sojourn on this earth, accomplished a remarkable amount. And by taking you on a journey and featuring her on this program, A View from the Outside, we hope that the people, in particular the young people in St Vincent and the Grenadines, are inspired by her journey. Her life was a life of inspiration. Some of the lessons which she has left us as she continues to inspire from the shadows of the grave are: you are never too young to get involved in the politics of your country. You are never too young to join in and map out a course to rescue your country. You are never too young to identify and align yourself with the struggles of the people of your country. The struggle to fight for the protection of our women and girls from the abuse they suffer at the hands of predators. The struggle for jobs, especially for the youth and the young people of the country. The struggle to fight for the protection of citizens who are viciously, callously, and wickedly fired from their jobs simply for exercising their constitutional right not to take the COVID-19 vaccine. The struggle to ensure that adequate health care is provided for all in the country. The struggle against arbitrary and wanton arrests and police brutality in the country. And the struggle to fight against poverty, extreme poverty, a phenomenon which has enveloped and is crippling the nation and its people. Yes, you are never too young to speak up and speak out against the oppression and repression of our people. You are never too young to emulate the heroes and heroines who set the example and the standards. You are never too young to accomplish much. You are never too young to inspire. Those are just some of the lessons that Josina Machel is teaching us from the shadows of the grave. On A View from the Outside, we recognize Josina Abiathar Muthiemba Machel for the inspiring life she lived. We recognize her for the inspiring life she lived. Justin and all of the listeners, until next week, this is Brereton Horne with a reminder to send your feedback as usual to aviewfromtheoutside@hotmail.com. We also invite you to visit and like our Facebook page at A View from the Outside and to subscribe to our YouTube channel at J.A.M.M. Horne.